to the stream. I think we're live. Let me just check. Live. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, LJ? What's up? 2400? We've got this easy. We're playing Rapid again today. So Rapid, the rating moves a little bit slower. Let's just check this here. Okay, I need to have the chat comments ready. What's up, Daniele? Come stai? Okay, welcome you guys. I'm gonna start up the stream here on Twitch. We're gonna get this a rockin'. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get up here. 2350 question mark? Hype in the building. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you, aka Dave. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm starting the stream on Twitch. Yeah, 15 wins in a row. The problem with 15 wins in a row is that you get banned on chess.com. Let me get a little serviette here. My desk has become a little greasy. Let me just wipe that down. Okay, we're doing good. We have some water. We got some energy. Let's get it. Welcome to another stream, everyone. Happy to be playing some Blitz to you. Yeah, I needed that. I needed that. Some hydration ahead of a fruitful stream today. Welcome in, everyone. Let's get right into it. I don't even want to beat around the bush. I want to play some chess, straight up. We got a mission, and I wanna thrive. So let's get it. So today was supposed to be a very special stream. That stream will be extended to another day. Unfortunately, it's not going to be today. But sometime this week, hopefully, we will have a very special stream in, which I'm very excited. Because I've never done a stream like this, and I think it's a very interesting medium of chess. So all to be revealed very soon. Bishop e6. Okay, this is the Budvinik Karl's variation of the Caro-Kann defense. I think Queen g4 is playable. What's up, MKHLF? What's up, Adele? What's up, Isaac? How you doing? YouTube always goes live first, yeah. Because YouTube used to not work if I went live second on YouTube. So you could say YouTube is the most babyish or the most sensitive. G6. Okay. G6, I already like white after a move like bishop here. Maybe I'm stupid. Am I stupid, chat? Am I stupid? Okay. Okay. The problem is here, if I defend both pawns, there's bishop d4 waiting for me at the pearly gates. At the pearly gates. So, oof, this is a fork. Chat. This is not looking good, Rev. This is looking a little funky. Do we give this pawn? My opponent said, didn't prepare this line, but alright. Okay. How about this takes... Oh. Wait, am I losing? Like straight up? Straight up, what's going on here? Maybe c3, actually. Queen takes with check and bishop e2. I'm not seeing anything else. Like, bishop here, queen takes. The problem is queen takes and queen b2 is coming in. I don't like that. Maybe we try to trap the queen? This can go several different ways. Okay, let's try to trap the queen, actually. I'm just looking. I'm just looking at these things. And I'm seeing a queen that after even queen b2 castles and the queen is trapped. And maybe getting the queen out of play is something that we want. Give the pawn. Yeah, I considered it. Okay, check as planned. And now queen takes a1, knight c3, and we're trapping the queen. Thank you, Dave. Play the cow. What is that? Wait. I don't have a sus button? I don't have a sus button. Okay. We're going to have to make a sus sound button, you guys. I decided to give the rook. We see. Can't he win a3 in that line? After knight c3, if queen takes, I can win the queen. Yeah. Well, also this knight going here is impossible because it's a pin. So we try our best. Oh my goodness. What? What is you doing? Let's just take. Queen take. Okay. This was unnecessary. I'm so confused. I'm threatening this. Like at the end of the day, best of luck. I think knight c6. My opponent wrote to me again and said, "O, H-O, capital O, capital H." This is true. This is life. I can show you on Twitch afterwards. I can't show you on YouTube because I don't have the scene prepared for that. But knight e2 c3, my opponent said, "Oh." Okay, let's be serious now. I'm threatening this, but this is the best move by far. And we're going to kick the knight, I think. Knight here, queen here, knight takes with check. If I can trap this queen, this could be better, though. Why this is so strong is that also e5 is now threatened, attacking my queen, whereas before, e5 was not possible because I have checkmate in one move. Now the bishop is defended. So what do we do? Maybe knight takes. Honestly, this looks pretty juicy. No, it's not good. It's not good at all. Maybe queen here, straight up. We're playing against this knight. Knight can't go to e5. d4 is a threat, actually, to unwind my pieces. But I go knight here. Let's go queen f4. And even knight b5, I love that my queen is supporting these ideas. Also, we want to go rook e1. And we want to go bishop f6. Oh my god, this is an ADHD moment. I want like this, I want this too. Like, brethren, let's get it rolling. We have some counterplay for the material that I've given. We got some counterplay. We're rolling those wheels, Bev. We're not back in it. There's no it. There's no in. We are in the game. We are playing the game. The game is the game, chat. What's up, Mohsin? How you doing? The chestnut is live. Yes, he is. What's up, Cubes? What's up, Andy? How you doing? So we like this. We like this. I like this. I'm very excited about this. Because here there's no counterplay to this. There's no queen here. Because we would trade and win the rook. And if like king here, it's checkmate in 2 moves. Right? With like a knight c7 after. e5 is played. e5 is played. Okay. e5 is a move that we considered in the past. I think now I want to sacrifice another piece. Oh, this is getting crazy. This is indeed getting a bit out of hand. Queen here, e4. Or this pawn is now attacked. Maybe I just go back here. Then we go like this. No. This and we go like here. And we're threatening these things. Just out of intuition. Maybe f6, but then I'm threatening to take. It's a real threat. Like, this is like super nice. I'm still down the exchange. What's up? What's up, Windy Vindualize? Impossible to say your username, by the way. I tried my best. What's up, Eduardo? We have Italy to deal with today. Croatia? No, I'm an Italy fan. Sorry. I have a Croatian jersey, but I am an Italy fan. Let's be honest. Okay, now we're doing this, threatening this. W's in the shot. We're doing this right now. No castling, right? Bishop takes up d8. So this is looking very strong to me. Oh, and we're also threatening knight bc3 if this rook is defended. So let's say we go here. Let's say. Stay with me now. Let's say we go knight b5. My mic is far. Were you guys hearing me right? My mic was very far, like at the end of my desk. Was the sound not good? Kambubaski, thank you so much for the follow, Bev. Appreciate you. Knight b5, threatening this fork. I also want... The king moves out. Woo! The king moves out. The queen is still pretty trapped. I also want my rook to be defended, so this queen is trapped. Queen b2, rook b1. The weakness is these squares. Now, black is kicking my knight on the next move. I want to go rook e1, a6, knight c3. Queen's trapped, rook b1. It's on time. The train is on time. I don't know what to tell you. So we're going to play it. If you try to go e3, I have checkmate in 2 moves, GG's. So now my rook is defended. Also, my rook is in the game. You know? We like to see that. The rook is in the game. Last piece to be developed. I am threatening to trap your queen in 2 moves. What are you going to do, brother 7677 from Japan, 2303, panda emoji next to your username? Diamond member on chess.com. What you going to do, boy? I got knight bc3 coming in. Knight bc3. W's in the shot. Right on time. Attacking the queen. Queen b2, rook b1. I'm double checking, triple checking my lines. You can always take material for the piece, in which case... Oh, this happens. This happens on the board. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what is the material? It's going to be 2 rooks. 2 rooks and 2 pawns for a queen, but... Oh no, and 1 pawn, because I'm taking this. But... This king is weak, and these squares are weak. So, ooh, I could take this and threaten this. This pins the knight, and I'm threatening to take here. That could be naughty, actually. Takes f6. I'm thinking. Maybe sacrificing queen takes. I'm attacking the knight. Is this enough? Knight here, let's say. Maybe knight here is better. And I can take this. I don't have enough juice. So takes f6. I have 4 minutes left on my clock. I'm not seeing it. f6 is coming in anyways. It's a matter of time. If I could weasel my queen in here like this, that would be best. Okay, we'll take with the knight, unless there's a better move here. Like, if I could prevent f6, that could be pretty strong. Oh, queen f2! Queen f2 preventing f6. f6, bishop takes, rook in. Oh. But then I go queen b6. Rook takes, queen takes here. Oh my god. We're not even taking the pawn. We're going for queen b6. Because what I'm seeing, that maybe is easily missable, is that these squares are weaker. And if I weasel my pieces into these squares, I probably win the chess game. Because the king is so weak. It's outrageously weak. Queen b6 coming in, queen takes b7 coming in. Now we wait. I'm thinking if I can get like this, it's thematically made in two. Factually made in two. Okay, wow. Wow. New developments. This offers me the pawn and defense, while f6 is not is prevented still. I could also go with knight here. Straight up, this doesn't look like a bad deal. I go like this. But a3 hangs. I don't like that. But. How about... I can't trade this off. This knight is the best thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. But if I take... I kind of want to do this too. But this is such a nice knight. It's such a beautiful piece. And we can take it with this. All I have to do is give this pawn. Now this pawn will be weak, but this knight will be really not doing anything. Actually, if I can restrain this knight fully with the bishop takes. So let's say we're giving this pawn. I take this pawn with my bishop. The knight can't take my pawn because it's pinned. Oh, f5. My opponent says, I don't even care about your pawn on a3 here. I don't even care about this pawn. But now I like these developments. Oh, we have some developments. We're going check. Look at this fork. Look at this fork. The king goes up. Has to be to keep defending the bishop. And now I like knight takes. I also like knight check here. Ooh, big fan of knight check here. Big fan. Knight takes, king takes, bishop takes is also big. That's pretty big. I like this though. This is free. We're going to do this and we're going to come back and attack the bishop. This pawn is hanging. This knight will be hanging. I'm also taking up the defender of the knight on c6. King c7 to attack my knight, or just king back and I go back and I take this. So I think king c7. Let's already prepare against this move. King c7, I'm going to go back. Attacking the bishop goes back here, let's say. Then the bishop moves. My bishop is going to be bad in like 2 moves time. I could also go back here and just defend this prematurely, but I don't love that either. What? For me, this gives the e6 square. I don't love this for black. Also, I like takes, and b5 attacking this knight. Suspicious. I like takes, and b5 attacking the knight. The knight is defending everything. And I think the black pieces collapse if I can weasel my queen. The queen needs to weasel in. Maybe like this, because c4, this pawn is already weak. If the knight stops defending this pawn, let's say the knight goes back here, I go queen e2 attacking these 2 pawns. What? Bro, I have 1 minute left. Yes, yes, check, and I'm taking the knight. I'm pre-moving this. So my opponent already has to deal with it. Is my knight trapped? No, I go knight here. Oh my god! And the rook is trapped. What a tactic! And I'm going to pre-move it again. Insanity! And the rook is trapped. Black has to sacrifice the rook for my knight. Yo, this game is crazy. Look at this pawn chain by black. What? What is going on here? I've never seen a pawn chain like that in my life. In my lifetime, Rev. That is like the wall of China, Rev. Insanity. Which, by the way, if I ever get any invitations, I want to go see the wall of China one day. The king is attacking my queen, Rev. This is either a 2300 elo game or a 100 elo game. This is crazy. E4 to defend. Queen G3 weasels my queen, and finally my queen is weaseling into the opponent's side. And now we're trying to trap this rook here. Knight H6, the only way for the rook to actually get out of there. And then I'm going to go with like, I don't know, I just want to win. I don't want to lose on time too. Oh, this is getting nerve-wracking a little bit. Let's just do a move. It will hopefully become more clear after the said move. And now I just want to play queen takes, right? So I'm threatening a weakness. On knight here, I have h3 removing the defender. And now we can win this with check and winning the rook. I have 35 seconds, so I have to pre-move everything now. I'm preparing the knight takes c2 check. No, he doesn't play it. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to do check. I'm just going to hike my pawn. Okay, I did blunder 2 pawns there, but he can't march his pawn because I have check. How is this strong, Rev? How is this strong for black right now? I don't understand how this counterplay is working. Wait, no, d2 I have this. No, I didn't have that because of the... This is crazy. It's a crazy game right here. 19 seconds. 19 seconds. That was a bad move by my opponent. Now I have enough time. Chat, that was an insane chess game. Like, I don't glaze my games or myself too often, but that game has my veins pumping, Rev. My veins were pumping, Rev. Wow. Wow. Yo, this game was crazy. I don't care if you're not a chess player, if you are a chess player. But for any walks of life right now, this game was absolutely nuts. Let's look at it together. Wow. The king was attacking my queen. Even at the end. Even at the end, I was scared. The end was very scary. That pawn was looking like it was queening. When is your next tournament? Asks David. My next tournament is in Porticcio, France. It is starting in 5 days. On the 29th is the first round. W's in the shot. Wow. Please, I lost my mind at the end, for real. Wow, crazy. Okay, let's look at this. So this was already crazy, but I made a blunder on move 9, believe it or not. So this is a mistake. I have to play knight f3. And it is a mistake not because of queen c7, which I thought was like a sublime move, attacking both of my pawns, forking them. But actually f6 is strong, which is like a complete surprise to me. No, not that. The engine is saying this, and now knight c6 and queen h4. And this is very strong for black because look at the development, and my king is naked. So apparently this is just incredibly strong. I should have played knight f3. Queen c7 attacking both my pawns. This is a blunder, we planned this, so it's not really like a blunder. But yeah, this is a miss. Yeah, queen takes, and the engine argues that this is completely fine for black. d4, and your queen is going to be fine. Actually, d4, I'm probably resigning here. How do I defend? How does this knight keep defending this one? It doesn't. Wow. So takes, knight c3, knight c6, queen f4, e5. I go back to g3. Bishop in. Now it's equal. I am down on the board, but the engine evaluates this as equal. This is called compensation for my side. I have compensation for the piece down. Knight b5 is another blunder. Oh, this is really not like a fantastic game. Well, it was, but it was just like a crazy game. In crazy games, you're most likely to blunder. b5, of course. Trying to win this pawn, removing the defender of this pawn here. And then f6 would happen. Okay, so knight b5 is a blunder because e4 is very strong. e4, rook e1. By the way, if anybody ever thinks that I am a cheater, I want you guys to show this game to that person in which I have 2 blunders within 15 moves. So e4, rook e1 would have been the best, but my opponent played king d7, adventurous king just like mine, and this just weakens the king, and we saw this long-term weakness go on for the rest of the game. And after takes, believe it or not, my queen against 2 rooks and soon to be like 1 pawn, I am up. No, it's equal. I have a small advantage here. Only Chad kings go to war naked. That comment deserves to be framed. What was the accuracy? 77.7. Not my best game. Can you start a new game? I just want to see this game before because it's good to analyze. Queen here, I thought I was an absolute genius because I was threatening 2 things at once. It turns out giving this pawn is lethal. It's lethal against me, so that was a blunder. I should have just taken with the bishop. Rook takes, and now queen takes e5, of course. Oh, but we saw f6. Sorry, we saw f6 on this. I didn't like this. Oh, now queen f2. So I had the right move. And it's a brilliant move now. Wait, what? I played it 1 move earlier and it was a blunder. But 1 move later and it's a brilliant move. Here we would be sacrificing the bishop. All 4. And as I said, wow, I really just outdid myself there. As I said, the weak squares. We're going for all the weak squares here and try to defend all of these together. It's impossible. Rook here, I would just take this knight and win a rook again. Wow. But playing it 1 move earlier, queen here, if rook takes, queen b6, and rook takes c3, my knight is hanging, but this is not enough. King up, bishop takes, and now h6. And black is winning-ish. So anyways, d4 was played. I had a feeling to not take this pawn, and I had the right feeling. Knight e4. Go for the squares, not the pawn. The pawn can be taken almost any time. It's the weakest pawn on earth. So once again, we omit taking this pawn. We go knight c5. Now we're winning. Bishop takes b5 is better. This is also the second best move. Knight c5 takes. b5 is great. Knight b7 is the winning combination, and now takes. And now if you were to take here, which did happen actually, we have knight d8 check. If the king moves, I have a trapped rook here. Isn't that crazy? Handsome Petty, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, Bev. Appreciate you. So yeah, knight d8, rook takes, and bishop takes. King d5, and now queen f3. And here, yeah, I did well. Queen takes h7, best move. Yeah, I have to prevent my opponent's king from coming in. This was like a big mistake I made. Because I kept checking the king pretty lazily. And although it's still completely winning, don't get me wrong, the king becomes quite crazy here. After king here, even before. You know, like here, I'm getting scared. Anyways, I let the king in. You're not supposed to do that. Let's go next game. Wow, what a kickoff to the stream, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed that first game. That was absolutely chaotic. Absolutely chaotic. Okay. Here we go. Chess.com, give me a game.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Wow. Wow. That was some good water. Okay. We're playing against somebody from Hong Kong. That's what happens when you start your stream at 1 a.m. You're getting a lot of people from Asian countries at the other side of the globe. And we have another Caro-Kann. Oh my god, this is crazy. 2 Caro-Cans in 2 games. What are the chances? Probably like 2% chance. Low key. Low key. Because the chances of getting white twice is 25%. Right? Yeah. Chances of getting white twice is 25%. And then the Caro-Can is probably 5%. So, crazy. H4 threatening H5. My opponent has two main choices here against the Bronstein variation. Can you play the Alien Gambit? No, sorry. That is Mr. Witty Aliens Gambit and Witty Aliens Gambit alone to play. Okay, let's go knight d2. And then we're going to go c3, defend the pawn. And now knight f3. So here we have everything under control. This knight is pretty nice.
W's in the shot.
And I learned with my coach that going like this is very strong in these structures because black is not prepared for a knight here. And so I actually learned that in my last video. Go check it out if you want, in which I beat my chess coach. Oh no, that will be in a video coming soon. No, that's on the Patreon. This is in the lesson on the Patreon, actually. My bad. W promotion. Okay, bishop here, bishop b2. We're looking comfy on that d2 square. And then maybe a3, kicking the bishop and trading queens perhaps. If no queen trade, it's just equal. Here it's equal as well. Maybe we do that thing that I talked about. Or maybe not. Let's trade off the bishops. This is a good bishop. This is a pretty good bishop too. Trading off equal bishops. How long until title? I'm trying my best. I don't know the exact date in which I get my title. I'm trying my best every day. The meaning of life is enjoying the journey, though. The destination is a product of the journey. If you don't enjoy the journey, the end product is not going to be as sweet. Okay, let's go b4. We're taking some space on the queen side. Next, I want to double my rooks on the only open file of this game. I would say that this side of blacks is very neutralized, right? There's no pawn moves here coming in. I hate this move for black because I gained this very nice square, whereas before you could have kicked my rook. But now I'm going to double rooks here. And this knight is so far away from my rook, you would need 3 turns to attack my rook only. And so my rooks are coming in. By the way, this is weak. So a knight g5 jump is very natural to me. Not now. Maybe when the king is farther. Or maybe actually now. Getting the king back in and preventing a rook from coming in. That's why rook hc8 is going to be played now. So that this can be met with king here, not trapping the rook in. But all the same, I like knight h7 and then knight f6 things. Whoa! This might be something. I'm going to double rooks here. It's going to look nice. My opponent is thinking. If we could get a win out of this, this would be a big, big, big win. Okay, rook b8. My opponent wants this thrust. I told you guys a rook h would be moving. I told ya. Okay, that means that my opponent is ready to anticipate this with this. Let's do it. I want to get the king here so that I go rook here now, attacking this knight. I want 2 knights for the rook. Whoa. I do want those 2 knights for the rook. So takes, 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 check. Yeah, this is better for white. This is better for white. I think so. Or I take this. Knight takes. I can't let that opportunity go away. We're taking 2 knights for a rook, which is a bit better than a rook. Theoretically, it's 6 points for for 5. Rook here, pawn takes is not enough. I'm not thinking, yeah. So I have to take here, rook a3. This becomes very dangerous. Oh, rook b4. Problem with this is it's not as active as rook a3. I like this now. We're threatening this pawn, and this pawn is very valuable to me. Rook a3 would have let the black pieces like get in quicker, and now I feel like my counterplay is actually okay. It's enough. But this is a feeling. I'm not calculating everything and giving you a fully ready report. Not at all. In Rapid, it's really important on this time control to play a lot of moves by feeling. Yes, you can calculate a lot, but playing moves by feeling is pretty nice. So I don't want my rook to be tied to my knight, so that's why I'm going to take this pawn with my knight here. And I even like check, trying to win this. There is a staccato checkmate coming. What if I get my king out? Oh my goodness, I might just get my king like out and about like this. To checkmate the king. He has no counterplay. This. Check, king takes. Oh my god. This is the plan of the century. Let's go. King e3. King e3. 7 minutes left on the clock. We have tons of time. I'm going to sacrifice a pawn. Go to the other end of the board. And the thing is, once my king is here, you cannot prevent my king from moving. And the king can't move and disturb my pieces either. So black pretty much has to go for this. I mean, you can go like this, king here, and this, but it's only slow. It's just slower than what we see right now. So for me, this looks like the most natural, bringing another rook in with check, king up, check, king here. And then, man, I'm like threatening mate, like almost. If I go here, I'm threatening mate in 2. Derras, mija. So what do we get? What is my opponent's next move? Thinking on this super nice. I mean, otherwise my king is vulnerable and checkmate ensues, or I have to trade my rook off, which is the last thing that I want, intending that this rook is super aggressive against this king, right? So what is my opponent going to do against this king march? The king march! Fun fact, a grandmaster from the UK popularized a king march in a middle game, in which he marched his king in the full center in the full middle of the game, in which the queens were still on the board, and he executed this plan and he won. It was quite a notable game. Okay, how about we go here? My opponent wants to meet this with check, with this, but then I have check and takes. No, this is still nice. King here, check, king here, and if you go check, I go here.
W's in the shot.
King
W's
here,
in the shot.
check, king here. If the king like tries to prevent my king from coming in, then I have knight check, and my king does go in. Or I could do this, but on this check here, it's unclear after takes. Maybe knight here. Oh my god, that's a dirty move. Knight here, rook takes. Ah, rook takes is nice. Takes. No. Okay, let's go here. Straight up. Straight up. Okay, wait. Rook c4. I think this is a bad move. For me, this is a bad move. Oh no, it's fine. It's just if king here, it's a blunder now because I win the rook with check. But now there's no way you can harass my rook. I'm offering this pawn. I'm literally giving it out. I'm giving it out. It's crazy. Rook and Rock, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you so much. King of the Hill, low key, Caleb. I'm going like King G5, King F6 right now. Also, something to note. If my king gets to the square, this ties down the rook to the bottom rank because I would be threatening checkmate if the rook were to leave. Wow, rook c2. For me, this is bad. This is a bad move for me. I think this is a bad move for him. I can go like this. I mean, this is a great threat. Don't get me wrong, because it threatens this too. But if I go f3 and you take my pawn, I can go here now. But my knight is vulnerable. Maybe it's not bad, actually. It's growing on me. I don't like when opponents' move grow on me. So this, rook takes, knight here. Black can do rook a6, which is annoying. My knight is kind of out of play right now. We're realizing this. How about knight here? Rook takes, then I go king here. Rook takes, and then I do check. King here. Ah, I have check. King here and takes, defending my knight. But there might be check here. King here. Check. And that's the end of the game, because after king here, rook takes, and this is a... Oh no, king here. No, rook takes. I'm done. Yeah, okay. So I have to go like this. I'm pretty sure. Rook takes, and then knight here. Rook here. And then what? Probably rook check and this, but the king is then off of the 8th rank. This is not bad, actually. What if king here? Rook takes. No king f6. I have to move my knight. I don't love that. I don't like that line, actually, chat. So what do we do? I think this is just better. If knight h1, this is pretty garbage to me because I think this is fine. Ooh. Unless... No. f3. Rook takes. Knight here. Rook here. Somewhere I have to commit to one of these moves here. I have 3 minutes left. I think we're going to execute on a move I'm not sure about. It's very stressful. We're threatening this now. I think I'm going to just recycle this. If the rook here is just like defending this, maybe I have time to pick this up. Oh, maybe that's it. And then we just gradually get this knight back into the game. I don't know, it might take a while. No, I'm seeing this as being the move here. And now maybe we take. Like we just remove the counterplay. We're not threatening anything, sadly. But the king can't go up either. So like let's take. The king can't go up because I just have check. Rook here threatening my pawn. Let's check the king a couple times. If king here, I have knight check. King here and knight check. Oh no, rook takes. Rook takes is important. Okay. Knight here, rook check, king here. And now there's no rook here because of my pawn, which is really good news. Rook here, and then I have this. Let's execute right away. I have very low time on the clock. So I'm giving a pawn here with check, but my king comes into the play. We are back on. We are back in the game, baby. We're going king g5, king f6. Knight d6 is coming in. Ooh, the pot is boiling. This will be used as a shield for no checks on my king. And now I don't see how you're stopping this unless you go this. But the problem with this here is that rook f2 is a good move. I can do check now. I really want to do these two moves. I can't right now. I can do something with my knight to get 2 moves in. But that's really it. Yeah, what happens if I go here? Rook here. I sacrifice my knight to go king f6. It doesn't look like enough. Rook here, like king takes. How do you stop this, though? Like, how do you stop all of this? You can't really. I might just do it.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to see what happens. Rook here, king here. Sacking the knight to go in. And then how do you fix that up? It looks so strong. Rook takes, king here. I think rook f1 was better for the record to keep on the pawn. Rook takes, king f6. It looks so testing. Yes, you can sack the rook. But is there a follow-up for black? This pawn is so strong. Meanwhile, sacking back the rook would make this equal. Somehow this would be an equal position, almost. Black would be up a pawn, but black's pawns are just not dangerous. That's why taking out that pawn on b5 earlier was so important. How do you stop my king from going here? If I take, I'm threatening checkmate in one move. Checkmate in one move if I take.
W's in the shot.
I think this is forced. I'm going to pre-move this because I have low time. I have 1 minute 55. My opponent has 1 minute 40. Okay, now rook e1 is going to defend. No. I think this is my opponent crumbling. There's no checks on my king. I'm threatening checkmate in one move. I think it's over. Let's make a queen. Let's get this off. Let's get this. Let's get this W. Come on, Sonny. Check on the king. Check on the king again. I'm trying to look for a fork winning this rook here.
W's in
King
the
up.
shot. W's in the shot.
Now I'm teasing this rook. We want the rook to get far from the king to get some forks in. That's the way to win the rook in the game easier. I have more time on the clock. Check. Let's hunt for these pawns here. Yes, my queen's defending this. If I can win these pawns easily, I'm winning. Let's pin the rook. My queen's taking up this square. I have 1 minute and 10 seconds. I'm threatening check. I'm threatening check if the rook moves out.
W's in the shot.
I'm threatening check and winning the rook if you push down. And the mistake is made. The mistake is made. I'm winning the rook in the game. Brethren. We're making some moves today. We're making moves. Let's look at this one too. Let's look at this one too. We have 2.3, we have 2.6K viewers across platforms right now. Drop a follow if you liked what you saw. Let's look at this one. Wow, what a chess game. Holy, let's run a game review. E4, C6, D4, D5, E5, bishop F5. We go in with the knight, knight E2, knight G3, H4, knight D2. This is a very sideline, like sideline of a sideline. My opponent is completely out of theory. Takes, takes, and we hop into an endgame. Completely equal, right? What's the, oh my god, the evaluation is a bit better for black here. I did not see that coming if I'm being honest. Wow. Wow, knight A5. Crazy. Thank you so much. This is live. I was trying to like the video, says Andre. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can like the stream, actually. I think it helps it grow on YouTube. I'm not sure. But on YouTube, you can like a stream, whereas on Twitch, you can't really like a stream. I don't think so. On Twitch, I don't know how your stream grows. The more people who are watching, the more Twitch like boosts your stream. I don't know. I have no idea actually. So we went like this. This was all mistakes. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. Yo, these were all mistakes. A5 just absolutely punishes me here. Wow. Look at this. I was hyping myself up so much. I was like, yo, this is like awesome. Now, I started being hype when it was getting hype. Like this here, when I started playing like King E3, this was hype. This gives, oh, knight D6 is small advantage. King here, and then rook C2. Who finds that? I get irritated when the engine says some BS. And you have to like, just like trust that what it says is right. King E3, I was very hype about this. On rook check, I have king F4, and this is a correct plan. This is correct here. This is a great move, and this is a great plan. Giving 2 pawns for the win here. Wow. King here, I went king F4. Even better was F3 immediately, which we did end up regretting. Now I'm completely winning. F3 completely winning. Knight H8. Oh my goodness. Knight H8. Threatening to take this pawn. Absolutely genius. There's no rook here defending the square. You can take, this pawn is so weak, you just attack it and it falls. That's basically the gist of it all. This you would just take. Wow. I played the second best move. Knight F1 here. Can somebody tell me why? I took this pawn, which was the best move. Check, check, and then knight F7, best move. Then we come back in with the knights. So, wait, what? King G5 was the best move here. And now knight E2. You're just giving a pawn flat. Nothing else. Rook here. Knight F4. The knight comes in, threatening checkmate. Oh, how strong this is. Preventing the king from entering, but it's too late. White is just up a piece here. Wow. Wow, what a game. What a variation, too. Okay, so this was a little trap. I feel like rook F1 was the best move. Keeping on this here. Yeah, practically. Because, okay, what I had prepared is that on this, I just go back. Because king G5 can't happen. But if knight G3... Rook F2, now I'm forced to find this, and knight E2 with knight F4, and this idea with checkmate threat. So this is also very, very difficult. So, I go king F6, takes, rook takes, king takes threatening mate. Then I go check. This was not even... That's why I was hesitating on this turn, because you have the easy candy of making a queen, but also just the patient rook here, assuring that this pawn is going to queen is completely... It's made in 10. It's over. It's lights out. So... Here it makes it a little bit more difficult when black brings a strenuous defense here. But yeah, queen d5 and we win. Okay, let's go next game. We're 2 for 2, chat. We are 2 for 2. We're on it. We are on it. I am playing an international master from Australia right now. Chess coach Andras. Okay. Best of luck. I am 2400. Let's go e6. There's also knight f6 that you can play, but e6 is very playable. And here we have a triangle Slav. And now we can go for a note boom variation. Okay, wait. This is very testing, actually. Let's go for this. And now this, because knight b5 is threatened, I believe. And now I can go for... I think it's this. Wait. I think it's fine. Knight here is the move. I forget what I play on knight here. Yeah, knight here is the move. Queen b6 to defend the bishop. Look, the threat here is knight takes b5 and bishop takes b7. So I think I can defend here, actually. a4 comes in. And now bishop e7, I think, is the move. Takes. Rook takes, bishop takes. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Yes, I think it's just this. Yes, okay, I played theory right. Oh my goodness. Brethren, we're 9 moves in. It's complete book theory against an IM. This is great stuff. Oh, I'm playing somebody who has courses on Chessable, apparently. Okay, W guy, W mans. Let's see how he plays against my semi-Slav defense right here. This is good that I'm cooking this. This is good that I'm cooking this. We're doing this. And I believe we have a move here that's very, that attacks this bishop. If I go here, there's knight here. There's bishop here, sorry. Maybe it's just castles. I think it's just castles. Maybe we go like knight here, actually. I'm not sure about that, actually.
W's in the shot.
No. I have to go castles.
W's in the shot.
I have to go castles for sure. Because if I go knight d5, there's knight c6, and I take, and bishop takes his check, and my king has to move, and it's tough. Okay. Now what do we do? It is an equal position. I gave back the pawn. I think I'm going to go knight fd7 to still take up this square on c6. If I went this knight in, although I am developing a piece, there's knight c6 forking my pieces. And I don't like that. So here I'm preventing this knight from forking my pieces. Okay, you can still do it, I guess. So now I'm taking. This pawn is in trouble. I think I have to push it, which is not good. What if I sacrifice the pawn? Hear me out. I sacrifice the pawn, but this bishop is not on its diagonal. It looks like this is my only move. Like, how do I defend this pawn? I can't do any queen moves because the bishop takes. b4, queen here. Oh, and yeah, b4. Queen here, and this is defended. I just didn't realize that this pawn was defended. Stupid me, but on queen a4, now we can just move the knight, like knight b6. And actually, this threatens the queen and threatens the pawn here. I have only 7 minutes left. Queen here, and now I'm very happy to present to you guys my double attack. And now my opponent seems to have blundered a pawn. No. Okay, this is getting very crazy. So let's take here, and I have 2 passed pawns for a piece. This is getting crazy, Rev. Okay, maybe we can even get 3 pawns here. If I take this, I'm defending my pawn. This could be kind of crazy, Rev. Okay, I like c3. I don't want to take this pawn. This pawn is doing nothing. My pawns, if they get really strong, they could be very strong. You know what I'm saying? Bishop c5 is a good attempt to trade off material. White wants trades, because at the end of the day, this bishop gets stronger the more equal pieces are traded off the board. So bishop here, bishop takes, queen takes, and now I like b3. So pawn to b3 here. And overall, my plan is very simple. It's just pawn, 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 and then maybe queen, and then pawn. Oh, bishop here? Do I have this? Bishop takes c2. c1 queen. Takes, check, king up. I don't think this is enough to win. 2 bishops for a rook and a pawn. I don't think it's enough. My pawns are very, very nice looking, Rev. Okay, I will admit that I didn't see bishop e3. That skewered my queen, I will admit, but I think this is actual interesting testing compensation. for white's material. Now I want to seep in my pawns. Let's see what my opponent says to this. Because we have equal time on both of our clocks right now, as of now. So this is the part of the game that it gets a little bit interesting in. Does white try to stop my pawns? How? Okay, bishop back. What does that do? My opponent wants rook here. My bishop is defending these pawns, though. So if I do pawn here, rook here, and I lose the pawn. But I can take this if I want. If I take this, what are the ramifications? Queen here. And I can't keep defending my pawn, but the queen is not attacking my pawn anymore. This is fine, I think. I think this is fine. Also, if I can do c2, what happens now? Rook here and then b3. Doesn't look that clear for white. c2. Bishop here. That looks pretty better. But then I have this. And I win a bishop. So already we're seeing some mistakes possible. This queen here. This queen here. Takes, bishop takes. Rook here, threatening queen. Bishop back to here. b3, rook here, bishop here. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, chat. I could have taken the pawn with solace and peace, but I chose war. Let's get it. This is a mistake. This is a good try. Oh, this is a miss. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a second, I missed this completely. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. What if I do this? Queen takes. Oh, it's not good. It's not good, chat. Not good. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, that was a strong move. Maybe I do this here. This, my opponent can trade queens and win the pawn. I don't like this either. b3, queen takes, and I have nothing here, actually. Maybe this, actually. Rook in. And then queen here. It's a shot. It's a shot. It's worth something. It is worth something. Maybe queen here first. What's the difference? Queen here, there's queen here. But then I can take, and then I can go rook here. Oh, but then bishop here. Wow. Okay, so rook c8, but then maybe there's bishop here. We're threatening things, though. We're threatening. As long as we're threatening, we're not resigning. As long as I'm threatening some things, we are not resigning this game, chat. This is my first time playing this dude. Yeah, first time playing this guy. I think he's Hungarian. Let me know. Let me know. I don't think this is his real flag. So in review, queen here, I go queen c3. Oh no, queen here, I go this. Oh no, I can't. Right, queen, bishop takes and this and it's mate. So queen here, I go queen here. And I'm threatening b2. That's the plan. That is the plan. I'm down to 3 minutes on the clock. It's getting frisky out here. We're not even threatening this. I'm not even threatening anything. I just realized on this there's rook takes. And there's mate here if I take. So we're threatening this and this. Pretty much. Pretty much. My opponent is taking a lot of time on this turn. Queen here. Almost instant. And now my opponent will appreciate these tricks. But then I have c1 queen, actually. And I win a piece back. I'm down 2 pieces. It's bananas. It's a bananas game. A funny line is actually this. Bishop takes this. But then queen takes. Okay, so queen. Bishop takes here. Queen takes. And we're nearing the draw. We are nearing the draw, chat. If we remove all of these pawns from the chessboard, right, and both of these queens, and my pawn as well, let's just give this pawn for free, then it is a draw. Like, it is 100% a draw. So that being said, we can trade queens. It's better for me if we trade queens. I have better drawing chances. Now I would like to trade all of the pawns from the chessboard, if possible, chat. I have to play this very fast, though. My rook is going to go to the extremity of the board, actually. This is a better square for it, so I can attack this king on the flank. Now my opponent is going to check me. I'm going to go back. I'm going for this weakness. Just gave my rook. No! It's a bad game. It's a bad game. It's a bad apple. But we only lose 5 points, so the learning experience outweighs, let's say. I'm very curious how many my opponent said lesson soon. What? What are we talking about? What does this mean? Okay. My opponent played a 92. And I have 85% accuracy. Okay. Knight f3, e6, c4, c6. Let's see. I had an 85? Wait. What? I lost with an 85% accuracy? Brethren. I played perfect in the first 13 moves. Perfect play. Okay, bishop d6 is a bit better. Yo, it's so nice! Bishop d6 here. Let me just put on a really good engine. Yeah, the opponent's good, yeah, for sure. We're not, we never doubted that. The opponent is an international master. It takes a lot to be an international master. Queen c7, bishop f4. So the engine likes queen c7 and then bishop d6, like something like this, in which we fight for the diagonal here. But this is very nice. If black can eventually pull, you know, a pass pawn out of this, if we can eventually make a pass pawn, b4, c3, then we can get a very strong advantage if that pawn becomes lethal. That being said, queen a4, knight b6, queen b5, queen takes was my mistake. All I have to do here is just play solid. Like, everything is defended. It looks very flimsy, but everything is defended here. I just play this, and it's completely equal almost. e4, queen c7. And next we'll kick the bishop. So this is still, I'm hanging in there. I mean, this was a mistake. But here after queen e5, I'm hanging in there. This was bad. I knew this was bad. I knew this was bad. I was like, brethren, we're not taking that pawn. c2, queen here. b3. Best move, though. Queen c3. Can't wait. So best would have been b3 now. Wait, a strong engine. What does it think about this? Okay, it's completely winning, says a strong engine. Queen e5. Wow. Okay, it's just like completely over. So this here, a strong engine thinks it's equal. Hey, I'm glad I went toe for toe. If he writes lesson soon to every one of his opponents that he beats on chess.com, I find that pretty wild. Not to create some controversy, but I find that slightly disrespectful. Without context to who this person is. But anyways. Let's go next. Next game. What's up, Dusk Flare? How you doing? Oh, what's up, Andras? We were just talking about you. Hard-fought battle. Yeah, what did you mean by lesson soon? That was like a little bit sus. I don't know how to take that one. Is that like a diss? He means he's trash talking. Yeah, I find that a little bit disrespectful if you say lesson soon to someone after you beat them. Imagine if you did that in real life. That would be like a punch in the face. Anyways, we'll move past it. GG's. Let's hope chess.com gives us a little game here. Okay. We are playing Grant 06 from Spain. This is our fourth game of the day. Old man Sakuga, thank you so much for the donation. What currency is that? No more fumbles. No more fumbles, my friend. We got this. My opponent said, "Are you streaming?" right off the bat. Right off the bat, are you streaming? Okay, we're going to attack the center with c5. Thanks again for the donation. No more fumbles. I'll take it to heart. Okay, g3 played in. Okay, we'll go like knight c6. And we'll actually... This is going to be a reverse Grunfeld, I believe. Huh. Okay, let's do it, actually. This is a very interesting line in which black gets the center, but then white will attack the center with something like c4. It's the thought that counts, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bev. Okay, bishop in. I think I'm going to go with bishop b4. Developing my bishop on tempo on this king. My opponent has to block with some of these moves. Ooh. d4, bishop takes, bishop d7, bishop takes a8, queen takes, hitting this. Let's go for it. It might be an opening trap, but I'm willing to take the risk that this is just winning for black. After the key is that I'm attacking this rook. If I wouldn't be attacking this rook, I don't have the time to inflict this damage because a3 comes in. So the fact that white has to deal with this undefended rook means that I get to take this and take this. It's $10? Wait, you gave me a $10 donation? Brethren, that means the world to me. Thank you so much. That's awesome. No, I would never criticize somebody for the amount of money they give me. I was just curious of the currency because I didn't recognize the symbol. I have to look up that symbol after. My opponent is thinking because, okay, this is the way out in my opinion because of a3. a3 would be the way out. Bishop takes. I think I have to take back with this because my queen is defending my rook and is the entire vessel for this counterattack here. So we take back with the pawn. Look at the super well-established pawn chain. Okay, now we take back with the queen, attacking the rook, castles, and now we take back this knight. And we have two bishops for the rook. This is looking pretty nice right now. Oh, we also have this! Threatening the rook and checkmate. Wait a second. Am I already winning? Takes, bishop takes, rook moves. Let's say I go here. Okay. Opportunity. If I do it now, the queen goes to a4 with check, picking up my bishop. So I'm going to take this pawn attacking this rook first. So there's no queen a4 in this. Now I have the opportunity to go here. Now you could do this with check. I move this. You go here with check and you pick up my bishop. That doesn't work either. So to keep the threat alive... No, you can't pick up my bishop. I'm threatening mate. Hold on. Bishop h3 threatening checkmate. Bishop h3. Queen a4 check. King f8. If you take my bishop, I have mate. If you do check and I go here and you take my bishop, I have mate. Now comes the defense here. So on bishop here, if check happens, king here, let's say you give me as much checks as you need. I go here. Then you move the rook. No, I have mate. Okay, yeah. Rook moves don't work. So you have to defend. You have to block my queen coming in with this checkmate. Juicer, thank you so much for the €1 donation. I do recognize that currency. Sending you some love, my friend. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate you so much. Okay, let's calculate this together. Bishop h3 threatening mate. Bishop h3 threatening also the rook. Bishop h3. Queen a4 check. King f8. Queen a3 check. King g7. Rook doesn't move, it's checkmate. So f3. I take this rook. You take my bishop here on c3. And then I save my bishop and I go here. I think I'm just a bishop up. Executioned on the chessboard. Let's see what gives. Also on f3. Chat. I can save my bishop. On f3, I can save my bishop. With check, it's over. Lights out. 15 moves. Watch the last game till the queen trade. That was like 2 games ago, right? I won that game. It was a crazy game. Yeah. The only non-crazy game was probably last game. Last game was, well, every loss is kind of like non-crazy, I believe. Thank you, Juicer. No worries. I love the way you explain stuff. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the €1 donation. I appreciate you, really. Bottom of my heart. Really makes the difference for me. So I'm going bishop h3. I'm threatening queen g2 checkmate. And I'm threatening this rook. This is a double threat on the board while my bishop is hanging. We say hanging in chess. On f3, I can save my bishop first with a check. You can't really give the queen. I mean, it's a full queen. So you would have to move your king out, and now I take the rook. Is this your nose or is it a shotgun? I believe my nose isn't that crazy. I'll give you a side view, you judge. Of course, everybody has their opinion. This is the side view of my nose. This is the side view of my nose. Let me know in the chat. I can take hits. If it's a crazy big nose, Bev, call me out. Call me out. Bishop h3. One thing's for sure, we can't change anything with the bodies we are given. Queen here. Oh, this just wins. I'm going to trade queens, pick up the rook, rook takes, and I'm going to pick up the pawn. And if you take my bishop with this rook, I'm going to save this bishop. Let's execute. Oh, he wants to take. And then my bishop is pinned because there's a skewer. But wait, on king takes, I have bishop here, saving the game. Rook c8 check, and now I can save myself with bishop d8 blocking, and I am up a full piece. Chat, this chess game is over. And even if the rook tries to get my pawn, I save my pawn because the bishop defends the pawn on some other stings. So look, in chess, you only have one turn at a time. So if I'm up 2 bishops and you have 1 turn, you can only take 1 bishop. That's the logic we're dealing with here. Bishop a5, only move saving this. Rook c8, bishop d8. a5, just as we said, defending this pawn. And now we're up a piece. We have to convert this. White has a pawn for the piece, but as long as we get our rook in the game, we should be fine. The improvement of this position will be gradual. King d7, if check, bishop c7, blocking, and my rook comes into play. Little improvements, little by little, like in life. Chess mirrors life like this. Okay. How do I get this rook in? This is the key. Rook e8, my king will defend the rook. And now we're going to go in with bishop c7, trying to trade rooks. The rook will have to move, and now we can activate the rook. It's only by having active pieces that you can convert a material advantage like this. I think he's watching the stream. No, my opponent is playing the best moves in the circumstance that is given. That's what I believe. I take my opponents at face value. I always do. So rook a7, bishop c7 to block, and the rook is coming in. Bishop c7, there's no tactics. On d6, we just take the pawn with the king. And now we're going in with the rook. Rook here. If I can take this pawn is defended. This will be a passed pawn on my opponent. King here. King here, rook here would be a fork of pawns. You would have to play like f3. Okay, what is the threat? The threat is my pawn here. Can I give that pawn? I think I can. It's a giveable pawn, chat. It is a giveable pawn. Wait a second. Wait a second. This takes... it's a bit too much, because on this, we have this. So I'm going to defend the pawn with my bishop. My bishop is a passive piece. I go back on my words. Passive pieces are not good, but this rook is going to come in at the buzzer, Bev. Right at the buzzer. It's going to be a buzzer beater for this position. Because Now my pieces are holding the fort. You can't do anything. Really, you can bring a king in. That's the only counterplay I'm seeing. Maybe this king, no, not even here anymore. Because this is defended so solidly. So this rook is going to now tease all of these weaknesses in the white position. My opponent has 3 minutes left. Rook b2 is coming in. Little by little, we've got this, chat. The bro is stream sniping? Is my opponent in chat? And we won by resignation. Wow! 3 wins, 1 loss. Bad bishops protect good pawns. Logan, I'm willing to keep your mod there, Brev. That was an absolute banger of a quote. Bad bishops protect good pawns. Woo! Very nice, very nice. Thank you all for the follows on Twitch. James the GG, Flying Saucer Area, and Jay Hart. Thank you so much for the follows, Brev. Appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so let's look at this game. We always want to review our games to see our mistakes, even when we win. I won with a 92.7 accuracy with the black pieces. Knight c6 is bad. Oh, yeah. Now, you see, I don't know this. I didn't know this. Knight f6 is supposed to be played. But all the same, this is also a mistake. So, okay. This is book. This is book move now. Great move. Now it's equal. But this is the mistake. No, it's still equal. My opponent has a chance to equalize with queen a4. Even a small edge for white there. Takes is fine. Takes is the mistake. This is the line that makes us win because we talked about it, right? But if white just trades and then goes a3, yes, this is very testing because now if I take the pawn, first you can trade queens, let's say, and then you can take my bishop back. Also, white has a crazy move here. See if you can find it. White has an absolute beamer of a move. Chat, I would be very, very happy if some of you found this move. Try to solve it. White has an absolute move here that will make your day. See if you can find it. I'm really, really excited here because here, white has a small problem. You want to take 2 pieces, but you only have 1 turn in chess. So if takes, my pawn will take the pawn, right? White has a little saucy move in their back pocket. Yes, pleb the pleb, you got it. Marco also got it. Congratulations. Castles long with check. Checking my king and defending this pawn here is an absolute G move. Now, the bishop can defend, but now there's c5, pinning the bishop to the rook, and it doesn't matter. This pawn will still fall. And as for this pawn right here, if you ever take, I take back with the king, and I'm going to take this pawn probably with my pawn and get a pass pawn right now. So that is pretty crazy line, but my opponent made a mistake with bishop takes. Now it's winning for me. I could have also taken this knight, which is very nice because I'm threatening to take this with check and win the rook. So let's say I take here. I'm threatening to win this with check and pick up the rook. I'm also threatening this bishop on a8 right here. But I take the bishop, threatening the rook, and this knight. This is also very nice practice. Castles, and now takes the knight. You take the material. Get your money. B takes c3. Bishop takes c3. Rook c1. Bishop a3, threatening checkmate and the rook. Queen d5, and then we take. Rook takes c3. Oh my god, rook takes c3. Rook takes c3. I have bishop h3. Oh my goodness. This game is crazy. Wow. So whatever you do, if you take this bishop and hope for a skewer here, I can defend with what I played in the game. But if you take this bishop and reverse move order it with a skewer here threatening my other bishop, I can defend with bishop h3 taking up the square upon which you would beat me. So this happened in the game. Okay, rook e8 was bad. I have to sack a pawn. This it's still testing, like a few mistakes away and black is suddenly not winning anymore. Because if all the pawns are traded off, kind of like last game, if it's bishop and rook versus rook, it's a draw. Well done. RB, thank you so much for the follow, Brev. Should we do another one? Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, we're doing well today. We're doing well. Let's push this 2350, Brev. Do you know it's a banana split? Yes. The food and I know the physical move. Yeah, like a split. You split your legs. Pause. Just asking, who taught you how to play chess? It doesn't matter who teaches you how to play chess. What matters is what you make out of that teaching. So you're the master of your fate, and you're the captain of your soul in life. Right? So with chess, it's the same thing. Every ounce of work you put in is every ounce of work that pushes your results. Okay, we have an Italian game here. I'm going to close it, make it a slow Italian, and we're going to play c3 here. Then I'm going to castle. So we're going to castle and activate our rook as fast as possible. Now you want to play a4, threatening to trap the bishop and getting like an a6 or an a5 in, yeah. So on a5, here white simply wants to return the bishop and play d4. What's your opinion on Oreos? They taste good, but they're bad for you. So now that the bishop has committed to g4, when the bishop comes back here, I have a very simple plan of just going knight d2, knight f1, and knight back up to g3 to attack said bishop. So bishop e6 for me is an inaccurate move because I go bishop back and I'm threatening to win a piece. d4, takes, and I go d5. Right? I kick the bishop and then I go d5 to fork both of these bishops. So I'm threatening to win a piece. Black has to play very, very nicely now. And now I'm winning a piece right up. Straight up, right? Takes, bishop e4. I missed this. Bishop e4, this. Takes. Ooh, this is very, very, very nice for me, I think. This is looking nice. Yes. So I just do this. Bishop takes, and then knight takes in. And this is still a fork. I can be patient here. Bishop takes will be happening. But this is overall better for white. I win 2 minor major pieces, and my opponent wins 1. On bishop takes, I could also take this. Still attacking the bishop. The bishop goes back, let's say c8. I take the pawn, bishop takes. Also pretty interesting variation. Thanks for the sub, Red Reflex. Appreciate you. Thanks for the 1 month. Tier 1. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate the donation. Knight b4. Okay, let's take the bishop now. Get your money straight. That's the rule of chess. And now this pawn is attacked. This bishop is attacked. This bishop is very valuable. It could be worth this full pawn here. So we're going to think. Bishop e3, rook takes. Is it worth it? Or I defend my pawn and I give my bishop pair. Bum, bum, bum. This could also be very strong. I see this having a lot of potential. Let's say knight takes. My knight comes back into play. Knight takes. And I want to go knight d4. Whoa. So my pieces, my opponent has a very short amount of time to go about my weakness in my position. My weakness is my pieces are uncoordinated. Straight up. They're completely uncoordinated. So if my opponent manages to play well against this, wow, could go far. I really want to go bishop e3. And on takes, we would trade this, and then I take this rook. The problem with this line is rook d1 forks both of my pieces. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just pin this. We're also getting out of this knight here. So if you take, I take the queen. You have to take my queen back. It's check as well. So rook takes, I take the rook. If you don't take back my bishop, rook d1. Okay, so none of it happened, of course. That's life. Sometimes opportunities line up and you don't get them. Knight c3, we're putting pressure on this pawn that is now pinned to the rook. So if you take my pawn here, I take this rook here on e6. This is looking more and more crucial. I'm also threatening, obviously, not to take here because of rook takes. Actually, I didn't know that. You learn things every day. I'm going to go like bishop f4. This is the good square to develop my bishop at. My opponent's going to go like rook here now, threatening to take and attack my queen. No, I think this is a slightly weaker move. Now I'm going to go with the bishop move. This pin is still existing, so you can't take. And next, my knight is going to come into play. And if my pieces, and if and only if, all of my pieces are out and about, that is where I can concretize the advantage. But before that, nothing's certain. What is material? Let's count. It's always good to count material during a chess game. So I'm counting equals here. I'm counting equals here. I'm counting everything that's equal right now. So I have two bishops. So I have this, two bishops for this rook. Exactly. Oh no, my opponent has a pawn. Two bishops for a rook and the pawn. Now, two bishops are said by some people, previous world champions, such as Garry Kasparov, to be worth 7 when together in a pair. So when you have a bishop pair that's still on the board, 7 points. Instead of 3 plus 3, it's 3.5. They each gain 0.5 when they're together. They're contiguous chess pieces. Just like knight and bishop, very contiguous chess pieces. Pawns and bishops are also very contiguous. Okay, I like e5, knight back, and then this. I don't love this. This is still a threat on my queen now, but it's not a threat long term as we saw because of the pin. So if I can, wow, this rook is trapped. I'm thinking of it now. This rook is absolutely trapped. Such a trapped rook. How can we make this winning right now? Queen e2. You still can't take. If takes, I take the rook, right? So black still can't take my pawn. Is bro actually reading the chat? Not that much, actually. Right now, I'm very focused, as you can tell. I appreciate your patience. So knight h5, bishop h2. And then my opponent wants to complete what we call a rook lift in chess. It's very testing line. I will go all the way back here. I want to keep my bishop on this super nice long diagonal. This is where my bishop can best exert its efforts. Queen g5. Still, this is not threatened. And this, I'm pretty happy to trade, actually. I think we're going to just try for trades. Oh, knight here, knight takes, queen takes. Oh, queen takes doesn't work because there's knight f4. My bishop will take up f4. So let's, ooh, wait. This takes and then pawn takes because the queen is defending the rook. The rook is attacking my queen.
W's in the shot.
I don't love that. Not at all. Not one bit. So let's do rook d1 first. Knight f4, we trade off the knight, and then we go knight d3, we trade off this other knight. White wants trades. I want trades at the end of the day. It makes my two bishops stronger and stronger by equal trade that we make. So let's just do them. Let's show the work, and let's outplay. So my opponents must be thinking, why is he doing rook d1? He's not threatening this pawn anytime soon. It's a completely different reason. Okay, now I like knight d3, and the caveat is I'm going to take with the rook because I want to keep defending this queen and rook
W's
from
in the
threatening checkmate, right?
W's
So
in the shot.
knight d3. We're going to even pre-move this rook takes. And wait, I just realized the rook is not in the pin anymore. So this is a very reasonable move. Here, I have to take this, and after rook takes, I take back with my knight or bishop to defend this. And then takes back. And then I can take back with the pawn, and I'm fine. Very testing line. I have 5 minutes and 50 seconds, and my opponent has 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you, Zach Brendel, fellow Zach in the chat, for the follow. Old Man Sakuga as well. Thank you so much for the follow, Brev. Appreciate you so much. And Tamer of Dragons. Appreciate you for the follow. Fire username. So takes, and I take here. Also this. Oh, knight jumps to e5. Even stronger. Okay, now we are trading off pieces. It's looking like it. My queen's attacked. I could do this. It's a move worth exploring. It is indeed a move worth exploring, but after takes, and then pawn takes, my knight is pinned, my rook is pinned. I don't like it. So simplifying is best here, but after queen takes, this pawn is threatened. Very testing indeed. Maybe queen f2. Threatening to trade queens or nothing. Not just knight and bishop. We want to trade all the queens. So queen here. Pawn takes. I would take here now again. My knight would be threatened twice. Rook takes. Knight takes here. My knight is still on b4. Pawn takes. And then Brev probably takes. Queen takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. I cannot take with the pawn because the rook takes my bishop here, which is kind of crazy vision. I think this is the best move. Pawn takes, knight takes. I don't have this knight move anymore. That was such a fire move we would have played. This was supported by my bishop, sponsored by my bishop on h2. And so if pawn takes, I have knight. I would have had knight e5 and then just jumping on all this. Chowing on that meat. Wait, pause. I like f4. Ooh, that's like a dubious move. That's like a... maybe just queen here defending. Fair enough. Wait, f4. Queen moves, and then I have knight in. Threatening this and this. Rook takes. Knight takes. What do we think about this? Wow, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a ton. f4, you can't take this. I'm taking the queen. So f4. Queen here, knight in. It's like my bishop 2.0. Supporting my knight. And this time it's sponsored by the pawn. So pawn f4, queen here, knight in, rook takes, knight takes. The rook has to move, and this defense is no longer. How do you defend this knight here after the knight is attacking this? I have no idea. f4. Wow. If this works, it's like it's absolutely out of the map. Shevsky, thank you so much for your resub, Brev. Thanks for the 9 months. How or what are we gonna call our child? So the culture on Twitch is, this is the relationship between subscriber and streamer, is after 9 months of subbing, the streamer and the subscriber have a very intimate moment in which they name their child. 9 months, you make a baby, you understand what I'm saying. So what's going to be the name of our child? Shevsky, what you got for me? Thanks for the 9 months again. Appreciate you so much. Okay, queen here. Doesn't that just give?
W's in the shot.
No. Oh, what?
W's in the shot.
Wait. Knight here. This time on rook takes, we're going to go bishop takes, attacking the queen. And no knight e2 check. Because the bishop's going to take up the square. Wait. Knight e5. Don't get too... Because if I take this now, it looks free, but my knight falls. So I have to go knight e5 attacking this to attack this as well. Knight e5, if knight in, I can still take this knight. Because rook takes, my bishop is defending my rook. Knight e5, rook takes d1, bishop takes. Where does this queen go? Maybe here? But then I take this rook. Stop lying. Stop lying, Brev. Rook takes, bishop takes, attacking the queen. This knight is attacked and this rook is attacked all at once. I'm excited. Which I don't love as much if I take with this knight. Let me tell you why. I'm not attacking the queen anymore. I'm attacking this rook. I'm attacking this pawn. But here I'm also giving knight e2 check. And I was attacking this knight and now not anymore. Knight e2 check, king here. Maybe this does nothing. But okay, the knight is here. Yeah, you can just move the rook, give the exchange. I want to absolutely dominate and win. I want to absolutely lights out. I want to lights out my opponent. That's what you're supposed to target in chess. No escapes. So rook takes, bishop takes, attacking the queen. Queen here. Then we take the rook, attacking the queen again. Pawn takes rook. Pawn takes knight. And then we take the knight. Because the rook's not defending the knight anymore. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. If this happens, brev. Insanity. My opponent just blew my mind. Knight d3. Whoa. Knight d3. Does that work? Knight d3. Okay, immediately my queen is attacked. Immediately I'm thinking of just taking everything. So bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes check, king here. And then like king takes knight here. Or I take this rook as well. It's crazy. Oh, we're taking everything. We're taking everything. Knight takes, rook takes rook. I'm going to have like 4 pieces for the queen.
W's in the
It's going to be absolutely insane.
W's in the shot.
Knight takes queen. Rook takes rook check. King here. Maybe the engine at the end of the game is going to say, Brody, you had like knight takes f7 threatening checkmate. But I'm not going to do all that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take this rook. Still threatening probably mate in some move order. Okay, let's take this. Check. We're going to take a second rook. And after like queen takes or pawn takes probably loses because bishop here. But like knight takes, queen takes, I'm going to take this knight, defend with my king, and I'll have like 4 pieces for the rook. I'm not hallucinating here. And if I take here and you go like check, I can just take. Queen takes and like king h2 and my king is safe. And I have 4 pieces for the queen. It's over. I think it's over. We're going to pre-move this. That knight takes h3 is check, so it is significant to the lines. But I think that overall this is very, very lucrative for the white pieces. If queen takes, I have like knight f8, check. Should clean house. Wow. He goes for it. Okay, let's find the mate. There's at least this, so we're going to save our knight first. King moves. Okay, I think I have this move here. There's no checks, and if queen g4, I can kick the queen with bishop here. I have 5 pieces for the queen now. You should have taken my knight. I mean, just this is a flat no right now. 5 pieces for the queen. How much material is this? Okay, I'm just going to gain some time on my clock. Because my opponent has forced moves only. Threatening this. No more checks. Everything's defended. Not really, actually. This is not defended. Winning the queen and the game. I almost did that pre-move. Chat, I almost lost the game. If this would have executed, queen f8, pre-move knight takes c5, and then queen takes d8, and I'm losing. This is losing because of the pawn, by the way. Usually 4 pieces for a queen is well enough. But yeah. Wow. This is mate. This is mate. It's mate in 4. Bishop f7. Oh, the dirt. Oh, the dirt. Oh, you can't stop checkmate. Ugh, that is gnarly. Absolutely nasty. This is another crazy game. I mean, you can't prepare for this, chat. You cannot prepare for this. Chat, we have a mission to accomplish. We have a last game to do. And this is it. 2350. So far today, we're doing very nice. We have piled up 4 wins and 1 loss. We're doing extremely well. Let's polish this up and put a little cherry on the cake with the final win. E4. We are playing a 2366 from Colombia with penguins in the profile picture. Let's get it. Let's go. We can review both of these games after this game, okay? Let's go for a Sicilian defense. I'm going to go with f3, my move of choice. And now e6 is played. This is the e6 Najdorf. What's bad about this is that white can just run their pawns. My opponent plays very prophylactically, kind of getting the knight out and away. I'm going to go with queen here. On queen h4, I have bishop h4. My opponent's going to go knight in. Crazy. Okay, let's go h5. Okay, I want to prepare for the knight coming in. So knight e5, I want to go b3, defend c4, and just straight up try to kick the knight. Okay. None of that happened. So we're going to go for h4. Now stopping this queen h4 check and bringing our pawns. We just want to landslide here. We want to absolute destroy the opponent. Okay, so now we're prepared to meet knight c4 with bishop takes, rook takes. Queen c7. And now I want to go h5 and g6. This is the pearly gates here. If you go like this, you can kick a lot of pieces. Okay, so I'm going to go castles, which is probably dubious. But my plan is that on takes, knight takes, and I go here. There's no tactic like this. King takes, and I'm defending this. And if takes, I can't take because of queen takes. I saw this. I'm going to go this. And my point of view, my thought process is that way. I'm missing a b4 here. b4, if I move my knight, black can sacrifice the queen here and win. I have check. You always check the king like this. Good. Okay, maybe we can check the queen as well. Knight takes king up. We already have another crazy game on our hands. We didn't even have to wait that long. I mean, 19 moves in, 3 minutes in. Crazy. Okay, if I move my knight, it's still checkmate in 2 moves. Queen takes, knight takes, rook takes is checkmate. If I take here, takes, and my king looks like He wants a vacation. Maybe I do rook d3. And on take, I take back with the rook and attack both the queen and the knight. But I'm seeing that knight c4 is a move. b3. Queen h5. Queen a5. Rook takes. Rook takes. Pawn takes. Let me think. This is a make or break game. Queen takes. So black is arguing that they are up a pawn, and now they want to trade queens.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
I obviously don't want this, but I feel like if I decline the queen trade, I'm in big trouble. Queen here, for example. Queen check, or even queen check. King here. Oof. No more checks. That's good. Okay, so queen here. Check. King here. I'm offering a draw almost. It's lunacy. It's crazy. Queen here is probably winning due to pawn takes. And how do you stop this pawn, really? There are possibilities to stop the pawn. Chat, I might go with this, which is absolutely bananas. B takes a3, knight here, a2, bishop here. Stopping this pawn in its tracks. Oh, the queen can take my knight. Queen here takes, knight here, queen takes. Oops. So we take. We take. We have to trade queens. We have to trade queens. Pawn takes. Pawn takes, and now the material is, I am down a singular pawn on d6 here. I'm down a pawn. I have to win this to get 2350. Let's go knight b3. Starting this off, we want to kick this bishop. My opponent wants to take this pawn as a captive and threatening this pawn as well. The problem is this is a takes with check. That's a big problem. So if I save the pawn, you get, oh, you can't take this because I win the bishop. That makes my choice easier. And now we still want to go knight a5, kick the bishop, and we want to put pressure on all of this here. This would be a completely losing move. I'm down to 4 minutes, chat. I have to play way quicker. If I would have taken the pawn, bishop takes with check, and then taking back, I would have lost the pawn net. Now I kind of want to do this, but this pawn is still threatened if black decides to defend here.
W's in the shot.
Makes my choice easy. Forced move. I want to ask a question to this bishop here. What are you doing with your life? Okay, so now this square is given to me for free by this bishop. So I kind of want to go like knight here and use the square to my advantage. The bishop here overall, I would say, is passive because I can I can even go back and attack the bishop. I might even do that. If I take this pawn first, it's not looking good, brav, after bishop takes. So we're going to have to close up shop. If I do this, there's pawn d4. Bishop takes, rook sacrifice. Rook takes, rook takes. And this is bad news for me. No. It's good news. I have check. King here, and then I take this. And both bishops are bad. Oh my goodness, this is crazy once again. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I'm playing crazy game after crazy game. I can't stop it, chat. I'm sorry. Sorry to put you through all this. Okay, so my opponent wants to double rooks. But the problem is I didn't do this to get like bishop here. I did this to do this here and win back my pawn. Rightfully so. So my move is naturally knight d3. Naturally. And this rook is blocking the bishop from taking my pawn. Now, maybe I'm blind, but I think I missed knight takes a6 a while back. That's on me. Okay, can't I take here? This pawn is pinned. So take, pawn takes, and then like king takes. Rook check, and I lose a bishop. Worth noting. Takes, pawn takes. So look, it's getting a little crazy here, Bev. Takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes. It's savable. I'm saving this game for sure. Bishop takes here. Now, if you take this, I win. Wait a second. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes, bishop takes. Rook here is a move. That's definitely a move. I have to like make my rook passive, which is not great. I think this is the right first move. Let's commit to that. I have a minute and 50 seconds left. Wow, what? Oh, I have to do rook takes here. Rook takes instead is great. Yeah, this triggers this rook here. And if the rook goes here, my rook gains a lot of strength, and maybe I do this. But then rook takes here. Good. Now we just trade everything. If bishop takes, now rook f1. That is my trick. That is my entire trick of the variation. This was planned. This was planned. 100%. So now it's equal on paper. We want to get back into it. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay, we're willing to trade because it's opposite colored bishops, and that gives me more chances to draw the game. I think, though, this version is winning after bishop f3. Bishop f3 is nice. Bishop f3 is really nice. What a move. Okay, but once my opponent's bishop tries to get this pawn, so I'm going to pre-move this, then I'm going to go get this pawn on a6. So you can't have everything in life. There you go. Boom. And now I'm going to always stay around this pawn. You can never take this unless my opponent wants to make this interesting. I'm going to offer a draw. I have no time. I'm going to pre-move this in case my opponent decides to take my pawn. It wouldn't really surprise me. Whoa.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot. W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Whoa. Wait a second here. This is not good. How do you find this? Oh no. No!
W's in the shot.
No!
W's in the shot.
Oh, how did I lose this? I fumbled so much. I fumbled big time, chat. It's on me. This is losing. This is a draw. Oh my goodness. King c5. h5, king d4. King f5, king e3. Bishop moves and bishop defends. And this is highly defendable. Wow. It was a draw. I was correct in playing the rook move here. What was it here? Yeah, I was completely back in it. Rook h4. Who's finding that? h6. h6. And rook h4 are the only moves that draw. Chat, we need to get that 2350. We need to get this closing in on 1500. Very nice, Shevsky. Bishop takes f7, move 31. No, I didn't have that. What happened in the opening here? Because I felt like... Okay, castles, h4. Let's game review this. What do you guys think I scored? Probably not high. 73. My opponent had an 82. I blundered. Oh. This I knew about, though. It's funny, I know why I play a blunder knowing what it blunders beforehand. I'm at that level, I guess. Okay, here. Yes. Castle's long is way better for white. Okay, how does the high engine deal with this for me? Queen e1. f4, wow. f4, that's strong. Now, when you put the engine on max on chess.com, it's a very, very strong engine. f4, knight ec4. Queen f2. Giving the bishop pair. But this looks so annoying. What does the engine say here? Bishop takes. Give both bishops. Give both bishops. You have such a good position. White is practically winning. Practically. Knight d5 here. Sacrificing the knight to open it up. Wow. So I overestimated my opponent's plan. And that cost me because I was defending too much. In this opening, you have to throw your pawns at your opponent. Chat, that is it for me today. We were supposed to win that one, but you can't get everything in life. Still a very positive score on the day. Let me just check this. We won 4 games and lost 2 games. W's in the shot. Thank you so much for watching the Chess Nerd Live. This was another rapid stream. I'm liking these rapid streams. I have a tournament in 5 days. I'm considering this as my legitimate practice for my tournament in 5 days. Chat, I'm going to France and I'm going to take France from him. We're going to take France. So I hope you have an enjoyable evening. Thank you again for the people who donated, for the people who subscribed on Twitch, to the people who followed and subscribed on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate all of you so much. And overall, I would say that today was a success. I had a ton of fun. I hope you had a ton of fun. And I can't wait for the next upcoming streams. We stream every day on this channel. So make sure you drop a like or a follow if you like these streams and you want more of these streams. And go check out my latest YouTube video. That is an absolute banger. I had my first lesson with a chess coach, with my chess coach. It's the first time I have a chess coach in like 7 or 8 years. I hope you enjoy that video. See you soon, everyone, and have a fantastic night. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Yo, that was kind of, some of those games were like masterpieces, bro. Yeah, we're nearing 200k subs. Also, we'll have like a 200k sub celebration stream very soon, actually. Very big milestone, Rev. I remember I was in class when I hit 100k. I was in class, and I had to rush over back to my apartment at the time that I was sharing with 2 roommates to go live and celebrate the 100k. Bye, everyone. Sending you some love. Cheers.